Hi, it's Lipstick Gal. Thanks so much for watching today. I wanted to share with you what I got in the Sephora VIB sale. Now, I know it's over. If you got some stuff, let me know in the comments below what you got. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'm just going to show you one thing that I bought, and it wasn't even for me, it was for my husband, was this. And I had to go pull it out of the shower. It's like still wet. That's okay. This is the Murad Acne Control Clarifying Cleanser. It has 1.5% salicylic acid. So this is huge. This is, how many ounces are you? 6.75 fluid ounces. And it takes my husband probably like 8 months to get through this because he uses like maybe a dime size on his face in the morning, and that's it. And he doesn't really deal with a lot of acne. But I had a sample of this once, like one of those little tiny deluxe samples, and I said, here, try this. And this must have been like 6 or 7 years ago, and he really liked it. And ever since then, because it comes in really nondescript, not gender, one way or the other packaging, he's like, I really like that stuff. Can you get that for me? And it's not expensive, but it really works for him. And there have been times, like maybe 3 or 4 times a year, if I'm getting a breakout or something, I'll use this when I'm in the shower in the morning. I try not to because I do feel like for my mostly normal, slightly combo in this area skin, it can be a little over drying. But in the summertime when I produce a lot more sebum and my skin is like, we're gonna have a moment and we're gonna have it now, sometimes this really does come to my rescue. But I have him on this and like a really easy hydrating SPF. And I'm like, okay, we'll stick with that for now. But this was a repurchase for us. He loves it. I occasionally use it a handful of times a year. One of the things I've been wanting to get, and it was weird, it came like this with a rubber band and a little piece of paper on it, and I don't know what that was all about. Because like, look at this. I don't know, on the rubber band I was like, okay, whatever. But it was the Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. I have the shade Lace. Now, it's not the lightest shade they make. I like that there are lighter shades, but I have kind of been in this, and I don't know why I put it back in the box, I'm actually wearing it today, but this is one of those products that I like the fact that it had hyaluronic acid in it. And it is one of those that once you put it on, and you start, like you could just keep like and spreading and spreading and spreading and spreading. And I'll tell you, it looks really skin-like. And what I like about it is I'm 44 years old and I am looking for something that is going to be creamy, not drying, and not settle into my crinkles underneath my eyes. Because there are definite fine lines and crinkles under there. And I always set it with a powder, a really light layer of powder, just to keep it from going places. Because for me, I feel like if I don't set it with something, it starts to kind of settle into those small crinkles. And then either I have to constantly be patting it out, or I have to put a little powder in there. And the little powder keeps me from having to constantly sprinkle it, like settle it out from in the crinkles. But I think it looks really pretty. And I have been in the habit recently of not using foundation, just using concealer. So this is high coverage. So I feel like when I put a swipe here and I take it out of the tube once, and whatever's on here, like I can use this all over my face. Swipe here, little bit down the bridge of my nose, chin, and I do have some darkness like right around here, so I hit those spots. I have a hyperpigmentation spot, and this really, I was like really impressed. I'm like, wow, you can hardly see it, and normally it's much more visible. I do have a couple of others here and a spot over here, and it really, I just feel like wherever I dab it in. And then I just took a sponge, this is a Real Technique sponge, and I just kind of pounced it in. I needed a little bit more right here. I don't like to go too heavy because I feel like makeup that works well for Instagram or YouTube doesn't look good in real life. And after I film here, I go and live my real life. So I don't want it to look like I have like serious, heavy, cakey makeup applied. I want it to look pretty, but not over the top. So I use a sponge because as it's pouncing it in, it is picking up that little bit of excess. And it was really easy, and I thought it looked great today. All right, the other thing I picked up, I've been hearing Mel Thompson rave about these Milk Makeup Longwear Gel Eyeliners. I can't talk. And it has, what's interesting is on one side it has like a little smudger. And then if you pull it out, there is a little sharpener in here. And I love sharpeners that come with these type of pencils. Like, I feel like I like it a little bit more blunted like this. This is the dark brown. This is CEO. And I just use this in my waterline. If you needed it sharpened because you wanted to use it along the lash line, you certainly could. I have stopped doing eyeliner along the upper lash line in the last couple of years. And I was like, am I the only person who's not wearing it that way anymore? But I feel like it takes up more lid space, and I'd rather use the lid space for eyeshadow. And then if I just use it in my tight line, it makes my lashes look longer and darker and fuller, and I'm all for that. So basically, this is a inner water rim tight line type of pencil for me. I do like the way it looks. I can see that there is a little itty bitty hint of transfer from one upper waterline to the other. I don't know, my eyes tend to be waterier than most people's. And things that say that they're waterproof and they don't budge for other people sometimes do budge for me. We'll see. We'll see. But so far, I'm not like truly unhappy with it. But I do like if I'm looking at it here, the darkness that I'm getting in my upper waterline, I do think it looks really great there. I would be interested in trying it on my lash line and not just in like my tight line and lower water rim. But I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. But I'm excited to have this and see. It's really easy. It's super, what, wrong side? I'm going to figure this out one of these days. It's brand new. It's super creamy. It's just one of those where it's just like, boop. And then eventually, yeah, because here I am going over the one that I drew earlier, and it's not budging. I like that about it. So the next thing I got was this. This was $28, and it was 20% off of $28. And not that I need new mascaras, but there is one that I've been really wanting to try, and one in here that I knew that I really loved. This is the Sephora Favorites Lash Stash to Go, and it has a small lights camera lashes from Tarte. It has a Better Than Sex from Too Faced, which I know doesn't work for me, which I will pass on to a friend. And it has the Hourglass Caution Extreme, and that's the one I know I love. That one got me through last summer. No flaking, no smudging, no running, no, I mean, it was bulletproof, and it's not supposed to be a waterproof mascara, and my left eye over here leaks nonstop. So that is like my summer superhero mascara. I love that thing. But I was really curious about this. This is the Kush Mascara from Milk. I'm wearing it on my lashes today. I was really quite impressed because it made them look really fluffy. It made them look really elongated. And it said somewhere as I was reading the description for this mascara that it has heart-shaped fibers. I don't know what heart-shaped fibers are going to do, but this is the fluffiest my lashes have looked in a long time. And I feel like I need at least 2 coats, because like one coat and they look like, oh, they're darker and a little bit longer. But the second coat really does make a huge difference. And I do like the wand. There's really beautiful, fluffy, longer bristled wand. Really, it makes me happy. So I'm we'll see. I'm going to wear this for a couple of weeks and see which one I like better. The other one that's in here is the Urban Decay Perversion. Let me just take them all out here because they're rattling around inside this case anyway. All right, so there's the Milk one that I have been interested in trying. There's this one, and I had this exact same size sample last summer, and it lasted me for like almost 3 months, and it was perfection. I love it. I'm glad to have that. There's the one I know is not going to work for me, so I'm not going to open this. I'm just going to give it to a friend who I know likes that formula. There's the Lights Camera Lashes from Tarte. I used to buy this. This used to be my high-end mascara. Maybe 3 years ago. This used to be the mascara that I was constantly repurchasing, and when Tarte had a sale, I'd buy like 3 or 4 at a time because it was the only mascara I was using. So I do know I like it. I don't know how well it's going to play now with my slightly watery left eye. We'll see. And the one that I have not tried yet is the Urban Decay Perversion. I feel like it's wrong to even crack it open. I'm not going to use it, but I want to see what the brush looks like. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see what we think about this. But I like getting samplers like this because along with the sampler comes this. And this is a little voucher card where you can actually go in and say, I want this mascara, or you can choose any mascara and you can exchange this card for a full size of any one of these 5 samples. And so you get to try out the mascara and then you get to go and pick your favorite. And I was like, yes, for $28, because I think that's how much this one costs. I think some of them cost that much. So you get the sample, the half size of multiples, and then you get to go get a full size. So it's really a fantastic value. So I'm very excited about that. So this is the last product that I got from the VIB sale. This is from Glow Recipe. It's the Watermelon Glow Ultrafine Mist. I really like this product a lot. It is, you have to shake it up because it does separate, which doesn't bother me because it basically says natural ingredients, but it comes out the finest, most naturally, it's like you just sliced into a fresh watermelon. But I love this. It has hyaluronic acid in it. It has moringa seed. Of course, it's got like, I think 84% watermelon extract. It's got a little bit of apple cider vinegar, but everything really to help hydrate your skin. And so this to me is not just a makeup finishing spray. This is more like skincare. Skincare that in the middle of summer when my face feels like it's going to crack because it's so dry where I live, I could spray this on. Or in the wintertime, I needed this in the wintertime and they just recently debuted it and I was like, oh, you should have put it out in November. But this is beautiful. I think it works well to help kind of knock down some of the powder. But I could see myself having one of these in here in my makeup stash and another one in my bathroom for straight out of the shower just to hydrate my skin. Because I love spray-on mists for that. And it's really gorgeous. It has, it says hydrating and glowing radiance, and I really do feel that it does offer that. And of course, the other thing that I love about this is that even though you store it on its cap like this to stand it up, you can see how the bottle is domed and how that center portion attached to the sprayer comes straight down to the very bottom. So when you flip it over to spray, you're gonna get every last little bit. Because I don't know how many times in a regular bottle like this, since it's flat, usually that center portion kind of goes to a corner, so either you have to tip it and find out where it is, and then you start spritzing yourself, and sometimes it kind of spits and sprays in your face, and sometimes it gives you a nice mist, but this is like a ridiculously fine mist. So once I'm finished with this, if I have other stuff, I'm going to pour it in here for the fine mister of it all. But I'm going to get more of this. I can just see this as being like my new favorite. I think it's fantastic. Maybe next time there's a sale, I'll stock up because this is fabulous. All right, there you go. That's what I got during the VIB Rouge sale. I really didn't get as much as I thought I would. I was trying to still be really good. Things that I had really been wanting to try. I've been wanting to try the Kush Mascara. I knew I was going to love this. And I did really want to try a more high coverage, but still hydrating concealer. Because a lot of the high coverage concealers that I have tend to be a little dry under the eyes, like the Tarte Shape Tape and the Complete Matte Coverage from NARS, the one that comes in a little pot. This, not dry at all. Really beautiful, gorgeous under the eyes, and really great coverage. I like it a lot. And then the other things, you know, where did you go? I am excited to see how this works for me and something that my husband needed. So it was nice to kind of really, instead of going, oh, and this, and this, and this, and this, just kind of really narrow it down to things that either I knew we needed or I knew I loved and I wanted to have again. And something that I had heard nothing but glowing reports about, and I know it's going to be on like my instant repurchase list when I get low. Thank you for watching today. I'm going to leave my Instagram in the description box below if you want to follow me. I'm not good about telling people about that. I'm trying to get better about it, but thank you for watching today. Thank you for being subscribed, and I'll see you again soon.